Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fitness video because I heard you guys loud and clear that you did want me to keep putting up fitness content for you, so I am here to bring you another fitness related video. And this time, this video is going to be speaking more toward moms, women, people out there who are not beginners in their fitness journey. I got a bunch of messages asking me to kind of share on that, and that's not to be rude or put somebody down who's just beginning, but it is true that the overwhelming majority of fitness content is dedicated or intended to help someone who is just beginning. There's not a lot of fitness content for the person who's been working out and wants to make sure that they're continuing to make progress and things like that. So I'm going to touch on kind of that area today. Now that doesn't mean that if you're a beginner you can't watch this video and glean something from it, because I definitely believe you can. But if you're a mom or a person or someone who has been exercising a while, it's a regular part of your routine and you want to make sure that you're going to continue to progress, then this video will be helpful for you, hopefully. So it is very true that when you start out on a fitness or weight loss journey, your body responds pretty easily. I mean, we've all heard, oh, I cut out soda and I lost 10 pounds, or oh, I started just walking extra steps and I lost 12 pounds, or whatever it is. But the longer you go on your fitness journey, the harder it is to get your body to respond in the aesthetics department, meaning the way it looks. Now, I think it's still it's a lot easier even when you've been on a progressive fitness journey for a long time to measure your progress in the gym based on performance, being able to do X number of push-ups in 60 seconds, being able to squat certain amounts of weight, deadlift certain amounts of weight, setting a goal to be able to do some unassisted pull-ups. Those things are, you know, performance-based goals, and they're easy to be able to tell, you know, how you're progressing, because all you need to do is look at, I wasn't able to do that before and now I can do it again, so therefore you're making progress. But to get your body to change the way the outside looks gets a lot harder the longer you've been on your fitness journey, and you really do have to fine-tune things to get it to respond. So a lot of people will be on a fitness journey for a long time and they'll feel like they hit this spot, this plateau kind of, where they're not really changing, they're not losing weight, they're not dropping sizes in their clothes, they're just kind of staying the same. And it can make you feel like you're not making progress anymore. But the truth of the matter is that physical fitness, if you're pushing your abilities every time you do it, you should always be making some sort of progress. I personally like to focus on performance-based progress at this point because that's kind of what I'm pursuing, and that's a lot easier measured for me at this point. Once your body reaches a certain size and weight that's healthy for you and has to do with your genetic makeup and kind of your build and your family history and all those things, you're not going to be able to get the outside of your body to change very much without doing very drastic things. And for me, that's just not something I want to do. I don't want to be on an extreme diet plan. I don't want to be obsessive about things. And so for me, I focus on the performance-based goals. So that's where this video is going to go. So how do you know if you're continuing to make progress in your physical fitness journey when it's been something you've been doing for a long time? Simple. You never, no matter how in shape you get, you never get more in shape than like with weightlifting. Like you can't reach a point where you're like, oh, weightlifting isn't going to work for me anymore because I'm so fit. that never happens because you should be increasing your weights as you weight lift. So when you first started out, you may have only been able to curl 10 pounds and now you're curling 25s. So there's not a person on the planet that will outgrow like weightlifting and strength training because there's always more weight to be lifted. Now it is true that you do need to increase your weights as you get stronger because it won't you won't have hypertrophy in your muscle. You won't be breaking the muscle down using lighter weights as you get stronger. So you do need to be increasing your weights to keep on progressing. But as long as you're doing that, you're going to keep progressing always. So that kind of will lead into, okay, so when do I know that I need to increase my weights? So my rule of thumb is if I can complete my 10th rep of an exercise easily with great form, then I probably need to go heavier. And you want to find that niche, that space where it's not easy, but you're not compensating your form. And it's usually a pretty little steady increase, 2 pounds, 5 pounds. You don't go adding a whole 45-pound plate onto the side when you're ready to up your weight. You progress it. But if you can finish a set of 10 and you're like, okay, I felt a little burn, but you could do it easily, then chances are you probably need to increase your weight. And you do need to increase your weights to break down your muscle to still be receiving benefits from the exercises you're doing. Now, a lot of people I've encountered, and even a person who messaged me that kind of inspired this video, was saying, well, the more I've gotten in shape, the more I feel like I have to exercise to get a good workout. And while I understand what you're saying, because I've kind of crossed that bridge myself too, it's not about the time duration and is quite frankly really foolish to be exercising 2 hours a day. What you need to be doing is challenging yourself in your workout so that you're not needing to do double the work. If that makes sense. So like doing a full hour of cardio and then a full hour of weightlifting is completely not necessary and quite honestly not going to be as beneficial as if you just did one or the other. And the reason why is because if you do a full hour of cardio before you weightlift, you're going to have pre-fatigued muscles. Even if you're not doing something super strenuous, your muscles are going to be a little bit more tired because they've been working for an hour. So when you go and you get to the squat rack, you're not going to be able to push your weight what you would if you hadn't done that because your legs are going to be tired no matter if you've been running or if you've just been on the elliptical or whatever you've been doing. So it is really more beneficial to break them up so that way when you're running sprints on the treadmill, you can haul it as fast as you can and you didn't just do a leg workout where your legs are tired and vice versa. So you get the maximum benefit out of each style of training. And if you're weightlifting and you're walking out of the gym feeling like, well, that was easy, then you need to drastically change your weights. You need to change your rep sequencing. You need to focus on doing some exercises that you don't do all the time that are challenging for you. You might take an assessment of yourself on kind of what your weaknesses are and focus on those things. So these are the things that you start to look at when you've been on a physical fitness journey for a while and you want to continue to progress. But there is no one under the sun that is going to be so in shape that if they're a runner, they can't work on running faster, or someone who cycles, work on getting higher mileage, or someone who weightlifts, work on getting higher weight lifts or doing different lifts or, you know, doing those types of things. There's always progression and it comes with changing your weight, changing your rep sequence, changing what you're doing to keep your body responding. And that is why I focus on those things versus just the aesthetic look of the outside of my body. Now, of course, I want that to reflect the effort that I'm putting in, but the truth is if you're only focused on the outside of your body, you're going to be really discouraged the longer you go, because it does get harder to make your body change the outside, and 99% of that comes from what you're eating versus the exercise you're doing. And unless you're really wanting to compete in a bodybuilding competition or a bikini competition or any of those types of things, then you're going to quickly be discouraged. And for me, that's not the path I want to go down with my fitness, because it's very obsessive and I don't believe it's healthy. So try focusing on your performance to measure your progress in the gym or your house or wherever you work out once you've been on a fitness journey for a long time. That's what I do. That's how you keep it going. You do your push-up challenge test, you do those types of things, and you work on getting stronger and just becoming better basically at what you're doing. So I hope this video helps any of you guys out there who are not fitness beginners. There's not a lot of info out there for us on how to keep going and progressing. So I hope that this helps you and encourages you. If you have any feedback for me, leave it down below and I'll be happy to get back to you. And please give this fitness video a thumbs up. I'm going to keep putting them up periodically because you guys told me on my last one that you really enjoy them and they help you a lot, which made my heart very happy. So thank you for letting me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.